Sige, so continue lang natin yung ating advanced air pressure. So, basahin ko na yung problem. The pressure gauge registers 50 psi in a region where the barometer is 14.25 psi. So, find the absolute pressure in psi. So, naghanap ng absolute pressure. So, given tayo ng gauge pressure tsaka barometric, that is atmospheric. So, pag hanapin sa absolute pressure, simply add the gauge tsaka atmospheric. So, that is simply 50 plus 14.25. So, automatic PSI na yan. So, complete lang natin sa calculator. And so, meron tayo dito 50 plus 14.25. So, by the way, yung unit na to, automatically PSI absolute. So, press FD para sa decimal, that is 64.25 PSI. From the choices, in yung letter A. Sige, so another problem from our power industrial plant engineering. So, basahin ko lang. A pump discharges 50 tons of water per hour to a height of 8 meters. The overall efficiency of the pumping system being 69%. So, calculate the output and input power. So, to solve this problem, we are going to recall yung output power ng pump. So, yung pump, yung formula niya will depend on the given problem. So, minsan, kung ang given sa kanya ay volume, then gagamitin yung gamma QH. Kung sa problem na to, ang given ay tons, so that is mass. So, pag given ka ng mass, gagamitin mong formula sa power ng pump should be yung potential energy, that is MGH. Yan yung ating tinatawag na pump power. So, from the problem, meron tayong 50 tons, that is yung mass, 50 tons per hour. Yung G is constant, that is 9.81. Then meron tayong height ng 8 meters. So therefore, we can now solve yung power output. However, we need to convert muna. Yung tons, convert ng mass. So we will consider this as metric ton since SI yung ibang given, 8 meters, di ba? So multiply mo ng 1,000, cancel yung tons, ang matitira sa atin, kilograms. So, ang kilogram, pag sinama mo sa meter per second squared, that is Newton. Okay? So, yung hours, palitan natin siya ng seconds. So, i-divide natin ng 3,600. So, cancel out yung hour. Pero meron tayo ditong Newton meter. Newton meter is joule. Kailangan natin kilowatts. So, para maging kilojoule, yung joule natin, you need also to divide it again by 1,000. Cancel yung joule, saka yung Newton, saka yung meter. Itira, kilojoule per second, that's basically kilowatt. So, pag pinindot na natin to, kilowatts na agad yung lalabas. So, that's 50 times this 9.81 times yung ating 8 times 1,000 divided by 3,600. So, times 1,000. Ilalim. So, press equals, press yung FD, on yung value ng power being equivalent to 1.09 kilowatts. So, pag tinignan yung choices, so, sir, marami pang 0.9, dalawa pa. Letter A or letter C. So, we needed to compute pa yung isa pang hinahanap, which is input power. So, pag naghanap ng input power, ito ay isang pump, that is power consuming device. Pag power consuming device, ang efficiency, dinedivide ang efficiency sa power output. So, therefore, we simply divide yung 1.09 sa 69%. And pag pinindot nga natin yan, ang lalabas dyan ay 1.58 kilowatts. So, 69%. So, from the choices, press FD para sa decimal. So, from the choices, let's fit dun sa ating answer ay yung letter A, 1.09 kilowatts and 1.58 kilowatts. Okay, so another problem from our power industrial plant pressure. So oil flows full bore at a velocity of 2 meters per second through a nest of 16 tubes in a single pass spur. The internal diameter of the tubes is 30 millimeters and the density of the oil is 0.85 gram per liter. Find the volume flow liters per second. Naghanap ng volume flow. So, paano natin ito solve? Paano natin solve ito? So, to get yung ating volume flow rate, we needed to use yung formula natin sa thermodynamics. Pag meron kang velocity, tapos pwede kang makakuha ng area since may diameter, then you simply multiply yung area times velocity. Then, since dun sa problem, meron kang dami ng tubes, so we needed to add yung number of tubes na yan. So, other than sa area times velocity, i-multiply mo pa yung dami ng tube para ma-account mo yung dami ng flow natin dun sa tube natin. So, from the problem, since meron kang diameter, yung area below yung i-consider. That is pi over 4 d squared times velocity times number of tubes. So, diameter is given, velocity is given, and ng tubes is given. Direct sum. Just remember, yung 30 millimeters, i-convert mo ng meters, so divide by 1,000. It will cancel out. So, meter squared na yan. Times meter per second, that's cubic meter per second. So, pwede na natin computein, but ang unit na kailangan ay liters per second. So, para isang pindutan lang, yung cubic meter mo, i-convert ng liters. So, multiply by 1,000. Kasi 1 cubic meter is 1,000 liter. So, therefore, this liters per second, makuha na natin value na yun natin. Okay, so lagay lang natin mga values. So, that is pi over 4 times yung diameter natin. So, dinivide na natin ng 1,000 para makuha na natin yung area. Times 2, 16,000. So, press equals. So, para makuha yung decimal, press F3. Makuha natin yung value ng flow rate as 22.62 liters. So, from the choices, in yung letter D na kukunin. Yung 23 liter per second. And sige, so another problem from our industrial plant engineering. Sahin ko lang. To calculate the heat to be transferred to 2.25 kg of brass to raise its temperature from 20 degrees Celsius to 240 degrees Celsius, taking the specific heat of the brass as 0.394 kJ per kilogram L. So, tulad ng nabanggit natin kanina, yung heat kapag yan ay change in temperature, sagad yung iisipin natin na formula, which is yung ating sensible heat, diba? And ang sensible heat natin is yung MC delta T. So, meron tayo ditong mass that is 2.25. CP, given din, that is yung 0.394. Yung change in temperature, simply subtract the temperature. So, magiging Q equals 2.25 kilograms times CP na 0.394 kilojoule per kilogram degree Celsius times change in temperature 240 minus 20. Cancel yung degree Celsius, pati yung kilogram, kilojoule yung matitira. Makuha natin yung value na yun natin. So, sometimes yung power industrial plant na problems ay simple lang. You just need to remember yung proper concept na kailangan i-apply dun sa problem. Kadalasan nga yung MC delta T nagagamit yan. Diba? Kahit anong application ng power plant natin. Okay, in any case, yung makuha nating sagot ay 195.03. So basically yung letter C. And sige, so another problem sa ating discussion. So basahin ko lang. 3 cubic meter of air at a pressure of 20 kilopascal gauge is compressed at constant temperature to a pressure of 425 kilopascal gauge. To calculate the final volume of the air. Naghanap ng final volume ng air. Given tayo dito ng pressure, tsaka ng cubic meter, that's volume. So constant temperature. Kapag meron tayong ideal gas, tapos meron ulit tayong pressure and temperature, at volume, then we can use yung ating combined gas law. But since binanggit naman na constant yung temperature, then yung combined gas law natin can be simplified. Okay? So yung combined gas law is P1 V1 over T1 equals P2 V2 over T2. At constant yung temperature, so cancel this out. Makukuha nyo yung P1 V1 equals P2 V2. So yun yung tinatawag na Boyle's law. So yung pressure 1 from the problem is itong 20 kilopascal gauge. Pero naka-gauge, ang kailangan na formula sa unit sa Boyle's law ay absolute. So i-add pa natin atmospheric. That is 101.325. Then yung volume is 3 cubic meter. Is equivalent sa pressure 2, that is 425. Gagawin mong absolute kasi naka-gauge pa yan, that's plus 101.325 kilopascal times yung volume. So, with that, cancel out mo lang yung unit ng kilopascal, unit na matitira cubic meter. So, basically, chip solve lang natin. And so, meron tayo dito 20 as 101.325. Then, times 3. Then, equate mo lang yan dun sa other pressure and volume parameter. Then, press lang natin ship solve. Press equals. And so, makuha mo na yung value ng volume. That is 0.610 cubic meter. So, from the choices, yun yung letter B.